Hi guys, it's Foye, but you can call me Foye.
Hey, this is Lola, but you can call me Lola if you like.
Hi, this is Velisa, but you can call me Vels if you want. And this is the Everybody Hates HR pod episode 26.
It is 26, right? Yes, it is 26.
It is.
Yeah, 20 sexy.
What?
You know when girls don't want to say their age anymore
I know.
after
is that what it
25?
is?
25.
Yeah, 25.
2000.
30 plus VAT.
I'm not Velisa, Talisa.
30 plus VAT.
What? Is that what people are saying?
Yeah. Wow.
That's what
Talk 30 to me.
No.
30.
25.
What happened to just dirty 30?
I don't know.
I feel like we're in a new era now. Like, why did your 30 have to be dirty?
That's true.
True. I don't subscribe to it, to be fair.
Anyway, how are you ladies?
Good.
Yeah. Good. I'm working again, so
Yay!
I'm so glad you have a job.
I feel like that comes from a place of hateration, but it's all good. Yeah.
What's it like?
Do you know what? It's just so strange because obviously I haven't really worked while being a mum. So it's just a bit different to have to get myself ready, get another human ready and like drop them at nursery and then go to work. It's just really weird.
How has it been with the transition to nursery? Because I know a lot of mums going back to work for the first time find it quite hard.
So I was fine because he started going to nursery before I started working so that I could get used to it. And let them start a little bit before you go back to work if you can, because it does help. And also his nursery have an app. They literally tell you if he went to the toilet, what he ate, how much of it he ate, what activities they're doing.
I like that.
They send you photos throughout the day, how long he slept for.
Can I just say that was it like one of the first days, like he went to nursery and he slept for so long and Velisa wake him up.
I said this.
He said they don't work for their
It
money.
was like a 3-hour nap. I said, nah, wake him up because you lot don't want me to sleep. What's going on? I even went to ask them, what mattress do you have here? I need it at home.
That is so funny.
But yeah, no, it's going well, thank God. So
Aww.
yeah.
And how's the job?
Cool. Yeah, really good, you know, still in tech. I'm never leaving.
Of course.
So
Of course.
yeah. Still ER. Yeah, still ER.
You're never leaving that?
Never I don't know about that. But
Okay.
I'm good for now. So yeah, it's just I'm just taking it, rolling with the punches.
Nice.
Yes.
Anything interesting with you?
No, just same old, same old. I've officially joined the 30 gang though. I know it's been a minute, but I've joined the gang. But yeah, life
I mean, I
is
feel like
good.
that's a big thing. I feel
Like,
like
life
life
is
is going
good.
on with you. No,
No, because
when
it was
my birthday,
a
I swear I
minute
announced
though.
it.
It's been
I
a
announced
minute.
it like 3 weeks before, and I feel like every episode.
I know. but the way
That's
we've
Leo
been
versus
recording-
Virgo energy though.
Yeah, I guess so. And the way we've been recording is just hasn't really.
Yeah, but
turned
you're
out that
30.
way. But I am. I'm excited.
How does it feel?
It feels great. Like I genuinely feel good. I genuinely feel like it's gonna be a decade of just like amazing stuff. So I'm excited, like 100%. Yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. I feel like I haven't really got anything to share. I'm still working on my contract with the public sector and also doing like some freelance stuff. I can't say that I love it.
Do you like it?
I can't say that I love it. But yeah, I'm learning lots. So that's good. Like, and outside of that, like I've literally just been chilling. Like I was saying all of us are in jumpers. Like it really is that time of year. Like
Yeah.
hibernation is loading.
I
Lola,
love jumper season though.
you're forgetting something. Lola messaged us over the weekend and was like, I've achieved something really big. And I was thinking, you know, when I started reading that message, I thought, oh, what's going on? Like,
I
is
thought
it
loads of things?
literally so many things crossed my mind. I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, do I need to get Ashobi ready?
That's
Like,
literally what I thought. That is what I thought.
and Lola came to tell us she's watched all of Criminal Minds.
I like, do you know what? Achievement unlocked. Yes. So I don't know the real ones, the listeners. You would have heard when I said on one of the podcasts that I'm watching Criminal Minds from the beginning, and certain people, they didn't believe in me that I would be able to get there, and I did it.
Funny.
And it didn't even take that long. I got through 15 seasons, 20 something episodes per season. And
That's
the worst part,
insane.
the worst part of it was I didn't realize until the last episode that it was the last episode.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I
where do you go?
started to realize, because towards the end, everything was feeling too wrapped up. Like it was too neat. I was like, nah, this is feeling too much of an end of season wrap up. It's giving end of show. It's giving the show is cancelled. So then I checked and it was. So yeah, that was.
Was it cancelled?
Yeah, they cancelled it.
That's a shame, but it had a long run.
Yeah, and now I'm back on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And then when I finish Grey's Anatomy, when I finally catch up, because obviously it's still going, then I'm going to go into the big one, which is Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Oh my
which has been going since 1999. And then I'm going to...
Are you going to start from 1999?
Yeah. I'm going to watch 20... I'm telling you, guys...
Do you know how long ago that was? I'm just deep in it. I was like 8.
Wait me, because I'm going to catch up on 23 years of this show. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you know. That's the big achievement.
Okay.
And it's still going.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
So, obviously, the last couple of episodes have actually been pre-recorded. So, we didn't get to talk about Lizzie leaving the earth.
Yes.
So,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Lizzie.
Yeah. Is that all we have to say on that?
You did some stuff, yeah? different opinions. We're an inclusive podcast. But I didn't shed any tears, but I was happy that we got the day off.
Yeah.
That's much
The Crown is back in November. I'm looking forward.
Actually?
Yes, they haven't delayed it.
November the 9th. No, they're pushing
it's
through.
It's going through.
November the 9th.
Catch me in November. That's what I'll be doing.
And the focus is on the divorce.
Yeah, and Camilla and Charles' affair.
I actually think,
they're still going ahead with that.
That is the most scandalous thing I just can't believe it. Like, when you deep the story, it's like it is literally made to be dramatized. They even dramatized it themselves. Like, people need to stop bringing it back. But someone had
the recordings.
Yeah, the transcription of the recording. Where Charles was talking about he'd love to be a tampon.
Yeah,
a tampon. And I just thought,
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Oh, really?
Oh my god! They tap their phones. Yeah, like the press. The British press are literally. Yeah, the British press are just disgusting.
Wow.
But they tapped their phone, and there was a conversation between him and Camilla years and years ago, like during.
Is that what
during
Charles
Diana's
is
time?
on?
And she was talking about, I'd love to do this, I'd love to do that. He'd love to live inside her underwear, like and all this stuff. And he said, oh yeah, maybe I could be a he even said Tampax. Look at that. He said sponsored by
brands.
And he said that, and I just can't believe that she's now queen. Brand. She's now queen consort.
Yeah.
And he's like, their family is so incestuous. Like, her ex, the man that she married, was Charles's sister's ex-boyfriend.
That's wild.
And he is the godfather of her son.
He's the godfather.
King Charles is the godfather of Camilla's son that she had from a previous relationship.
Stepson.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
He's also the godfather of his
that's weird.
That is a bit weird. I didn't know that the Queen's sister was cremated.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Margaret.
Yeah, she's cremated because she wanted to be laid to rest with her mum and dad, and there was no room in the vault, and the only option was to be cremated. And she was like, cremate me.
I love Margaret, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she was a rebel.
She was a vibe.
Yeah.
I need to catch
I
up
mean,
on
I
the
wasn't
Crown.
around in her
got through a few
days,
seasons.
but from what I could see, she was a vibe.
But yeah. That's topical. And then we've also had the mini budget.
Oh, sorry. I don't even want to throw, do you know what? I really like Ghanaians. Like, I really, really do.
Wow, this is loaded.
She said I have black friends.
No. I really do. Like, I genuinely do. But I just feel like they literally sacrificed this man. Like, he's a sacrificial lamb by them making him. What's his name?
Kwasi Kwateng.
Yeah, he's a sacrificial lamb because he has no business being in that role. Personally, I feel like they're just using him to display the nonsense that they want to put through.
So I heard that he was pounding our Prime Minister back in the day.
That's what they've been saying.
So that's how he got the role. I mean, I don't know what sort of,
Slept his way to the top.
quid pro that is, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's
I just don't. I don't see a good ending.
More men need to put in the work.
I just don't see this happen.
Lola wants us to get cancelled.
More men need to put in the work. Yeah.
Have you seen the pound to the dollar today?
Oh, Jesse. Like, I couldn't believe. What was it? £1? Was it £1?
We might as well do 1 for 1.
Was it one? Yeah. Was it to $1.02 or $1.03?
Something like that. It's just
Something
been
crazy.
plummeting the whole day.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous. I think the mini budget was just really, like, I watched it live just to see, you know, how they were going to present themselves, and it just felt really selfish. Like, getting rid of 45%. Tax, the highest tax rate, so that somebody who's on 150 plus is being taxed the same way someone on 50k is taxed. And then secondly, Kwasi's own salary is 155k. So my guy said, listen, I'm going to help myself. And they get an extra 10k. If you're on 150k, you're going to get an extra 10k in your salary going forward when that cut is put in place. Like, is that not ridiculous?
It's just mad.
It's mad.
And then
it's mad.
They removed the cap on bankers' bonuses.
Yeah,
yes, it's uncapped
like
now.
when I
That's
was
greedy.
watching it, I was like, come on, priorities. Why is that a priority?
It's not.
He literally said, let the rich get richer, but
no,
like,
literally,
not even. It's not even like, you know, sometimes thinly veiled, but it's not even. It's so transparent.
Like he said, we're telling you what we're doing.
Yeah. He said, you lot take that 1% cut on tax, 19%.
And then they said they did the reversal of two things: the national insurance.
Yeah.
So it's going back. So what a waste of time. Although also going to benefit the richest.
So that was basically, they were deets everybody in the
Not
UK.
deetsing.
They were deetsing everyone because they didn't need to do it. They just made it look legit.
Yeah, and then IR35.
Yeah, which is a positive, no?
Yeah. Lola, do you want to explain this? I won't say what you said in the group when you heard the news, but do you want to explain what that means?
Yeah, so basically, like in 2017, the government put in place some new rules. It was initially just for the public sector, but basically, if you're a contractor and you work for your own limited company, there's ways that you can basically use the tax system to get an advantage, so you pay less tax, and it's supposed to be for genuine freelancers. So like, let's say you do a bit of work here, a bit of work there, but basically what people are doing was just setting up their own companies, calling themselves freelancers and doing pretty much the same job as a regular employee, and they weren't paying as much tax. So the government wanted to change that, so they put in place this law, and it was like, essentially people refer to it as IR35, and it basically means that even if you're a contractor working through a limited company, you still have to pay tax like an employee. And it kind of completely changed the landscape for contractors. So people that were making lots of money contracting, a lot of them can't now, so because you have to basically prove that you're genuinely like self-employed and not just pretending or like doing all that other kind of stuff. So basically it ruined a lot of people's bag, and I contract, as you guys know, so even though it will positively affect me, I don't know if it was the right thing to do. Obviously I'll take the money and I'm not going to fight them on it, but I don't think it was, because there are a lot of, because I used to be a tax advisor, so we like used to advise on this, and it's true, like a lot of people are not genuinely self-employed and are just collecting and avoiding tax. It's one of a lot of the kind of tax avoidance things are for people that are mega rich, but IR35 allows, before IR35, contracting allowed you to kind of do it even if you weren't mega rich. So all the day rate people. So yeah.
I think they know that though. I think that's the plan,
100%.
is to help people tax evade.
Yeah, legally. I'm just like, the reason, even though, listen, I can't lie, my money is going to be up, yeah, but
take me out to dinner.
Where we about to eat it?
Come and join us. And also, I think it's going to mean a lot of people go back into contracting, but like, this is not the time to be taken from the tax. Like, it's not the time to be paying less tax. I know everybody is like, and the people who really should be paying less tax, who could benefit from their additional cash, they're not even the ones that are going to benefit too tough. So it's like, we're actually going to need money in public services when people can't eat. So Like, what are they doing?
It's already happening, isn't it?
Yeah, like what are they? Yeah, I don't even know what they're doing, but yeah, that was a matter.
I'm sorry, did you hear that the food banks were closed when the Queen passed away?
Yeah.
There were so many things closed.
Yeah.
I just didn't
They
understand.
said
that
nobody else can
concept,
have
though.
funeral. Can you imagine?
I know.
They can't like even, and you know, in certain cultures and certain religions,
like in
you have
Islam,
to do it like
to bury
24 days.
within a certain amount of time, and they just cancelled people's funerals, so that I just couldn't believe it. And then they grounded a load of planes at Heathrow so that they can have silence.
Oh, mad. Do you know what's funny? I know she's the Queen and I didn't know her personally, but Lizzie always said she didn't like a lot of attention. So I feel like she wouldn't have wanted things like this to happen, but I get that it's protocol.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually think like with the Queen and that whole family, I think maybe less so these younger generations, but they are actually, it's a type of indoctrination. Like they legit believe, and to be in that kind of role, you have to believe in the system. Like as much as she didn't want a lot of fuss and stuff, she did believe that, you know, it was her duty and she was doing a good thing as a monarch, and the monarchy is a good thing, and you know, she's a represent, like she literally believed in her own source. But so I think she might have just, even though she understood, even though it wasn't necessary, I feel like she might have even said do it because you have to uphold the
100%. Yeah.
But yeah, I really do like that. What I'll say is I really do like that video of her and Paddington Bear. I think it's very cute. Did you see it?
Yeah. Did you see that they told people to stop leaving Paddington Bears and the sandwiches outside of Buckingham Palace?
No. Why?
No.
Because it was too much. Like that was people's tribute to the Queen after the video, obviously.
That is so funny.
And then people started saying people are starving and you guys are leaving sandwiches that the Queen can't eat outside the
give
palace.
the sandwiches away.
No, but they ain't gonna go through all of that.
They're not.
What? They were in packets, right? Then it's just packets.
I don't know.
I
You
don't
know.
know.
just
Oh
give
no,
it to
they
the
did not get the
homeless
meal deal
people.
and leave it outside Buckingham Palace.
I don't know.
Can I separate, because obviously it's not really related, but can I just say that like the racists have really been racist in, because
Oh my gosh.
with Meghan, like she literally can't even sneeze.
I know.
She can't even sneeze she can't do anything. There was like I saw this clip of her, basically one of the people that came, was it at Windsor or wherever they gave her some flowers and she promised that she would drop them by the tribute, because obviously they can't walk up. So one of her aides came and said, oh, can I take that for you? She said, no, I've promised that this person, I would drop it personally. But she said, but thank you. Then somehow, without the audio, they clipped it up and then they basically said that she was rude to this aide and blah, blah. And then later on it surfaced with the audio and they could hear that what she was saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, you literally just can't, you can't do anything. And there was all those people where she was trying to shake their hands and they were like making faces, doing Mean Girls.
Yeah.
That was just one like opening of racism. The other one was when people were like, the black community are not being respectful that the Queen passed away. They're coming out saying that, that she colonized them and blah, blah, blah. And someone said, how would you like it if you know, Nelson Mandela wasn't a good person? If I said, oh yeah, he had a good side, but he also had a bad side. It's like, what was his bad side?
Like, people are so stupid.
Did he, like, you know, was he the figure of colonization for a lot of countries? No.
But I literally, I'm so glad that
it was really peaking.
I'm so glad that the Irish are there as well, you know.
Same.
Because it's not a black thing, it's like
That's what I'm trying to say. And it was just made it like the black community. Hello, wait, sorry, hold on. Like,
would you believe
it's just very wild.
We've got a couple of other things to talk about, but quickly, do you believe that you shouldn't speak ill of the dead?
Yeah.
Velisa?
I'm in two minds. I feel like no, but if something's factual, then it's factual.
Mm.
I won't ask you to give me an example on air.
No, my view, is like you are who you are. Like if you die, you don't then become a different person. Like I just don't get that. Like Jimmy Savile, people could drag him up and down. It's just whenever people want to. Like,
yeah, that's
not
true.
comparing the two, obviously, but like if you're a good person and you die, no one will have nothing to say. If you're a terrible person and you do terrible things, when you die, what everyone should forget.
It's true.
No,
I don't get
not
it.
forget. But
We just never mention it again.
I just think it's between you and God now.
It's true.
That's true.
We have other stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we need to actually talk about the HR stuff. So this week I thought it was really funny. Do you guys remember Amy Cooper? That she was the lady who, and there was a new law put in place because of her, but she was the lady who was walking her dog, white lady, the one everyone's calling Central Park Karen, and there was a bird watcher, and the bird watcher told her to put her dog on a lead because she was not supposed to have it off, and then she started calling the police and lying that he was threatening her and all this other kind of stuff. So she lost her job. That was what, 2020. She took her employer to court, and the case was decided this week or last week, and basically she lost, and they said that it was basically an unfounded case. That she said that she tried to say on the basis of race and gender that they didn't do the level of investigation before she got fired, and they were saying they didn't do the level of investigation that they would a man. So she tried to play gender card, and then she said that also it was because she was white. So she tried to say that they're being racist against her, and then it failed. And I just thought, like, she doesn't have shame.
She just went to do more Karening.
Yeah, literally. She just dug deeper into the Karen bag.
She's embarrassing.
Like, yeah, I just found the whole thing ridiculous. And also I was surprised that I'm surprised that you can kind of, I know they sue for everything in the US, but she was basically going under employment law. And I just felt like
That's because she felt so entitled, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I couldn't, because I'm like, that's not the US is not the place to be doing that, because it's not even like that many people win on those sort of cases.
No, but she had a point to prove.
Yeah, she was trying her luck.
in that Karen bag.
She didn't prove it though. It was really embarrassing for her.
And I'm glad it didn't, because if it did, like if she did win, it would have just been so annoying, and it would have just unleashed more Karens to do just more wild things.
But then people still do get away with stuff. It's not the same. I'm going to really shout spoiler alert, but it's not really a spoiler alert because it happened in real life. But I was watching the Dahmer series, Jeffrey Dahmer, who is a serial killer, killed 17 men, most of which were black or just of colour, and gay men. But anyway, one of the victims managed to escape, and I think it was 2 black women who were in like part of the neighborhood said, you know, this is a kid, like he's out of it. He doesn't look like he's completely there. Yeah, but he was drugged up and had a hole drilled in his head.
Oh,
so yeah, they were like saying, they didn't see that he had hair, but they were like, you know, he's not okay. Da 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 da. And then the serial killer kind of came out and said, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. Everything's fine." And the 2 police officers returned him back to the serial killer without knowing I mean, he was 14 and they believed him when he said he was 19, and these neighbors were saying, but we see him playing with worms and stuff on the street, like he's not an adult. 19. Anyways, those 2 police officers were terminated from the police force, but then both of them were brought back 4 years later back into the police force, and one even became president of a particular part of the police department. And so sometimes that was a roundabout way of saying, that's like, sometimes this stuff doesn't work. And I couldn't believe it. Like, one of them only, because the Dahmer stuff was happening between 1978 and 1991, I think. But the police officer didn't retire until 2017. So like that same police officer was still
active
on police payroll.
There's loads of stuff about black people not being believed, and so that's why it's so dangerous, because if it hadn't been recorded and if it had come to it, they could have showed up and shot him, and then she would have probably slept nice still. So that's a madness. I think probably one of the most fascinating things I find about it. I think the guy's name is Christian Cooper. Her name is Amy Cooper. I mean, we know how their families were probably related in the past. And the company that she works for was called Franklin Cooper. So I don't know how it's all related, but
that's a bit weird.
She probably owes him, respectfully, reparations.
It's possible. But yeah, that was just yeah. I mean, yeah, we digress. I saw that 86% of companies are in favor of the 4-day week. becoming a thing.
The ones that participated in
that participated in the trial.
I love that for us.
I mean, I think the other like 14% are really bad vibes because
bad vibes.
But they didn't get everybody to participate. I think maybe like they surveyed like half the people and of that. So hopefully the other half feel the same way.
It just needs to happen. Like, I know it was the Queen's funeral. Yeah, I know it was the Queen's funeral, but having that extra day off, it makes all the difference.
Would you work harder?
100%.
Would you work harder?
Would I work harder?
Because the whole idea is that people will be more productive.
I think so, because you'll feel more rested to start your week. And
do you know what?
You're lying.
Yeah, do you know?
No, that's not true.
A 4-day week will literally be a 4-day week. There's no like, from me anyway, I'm not compressing 5 days into 4 days, which I think is going to be a lot of companies' expectations. I know that's not what a 4-day week is, but
people do that anyway, because how much work do you do on a Friday versus how much work you do Monday to Thursday?
I agree with that though.
Yes, but there's no law. The Thursday would just be the new Friday. It wouldn't change anything. Do you get what I mean? You're doing a shift in a day. Would start
chilling on the Thursday. They wouldn't work as hard on the when the Thursday is the last day. They wouldn't work as hard.
They're not compressing it. So then we just set a new norm that there's 4.
So what are you saying for it? Because it sounds like you're not for it.
I'm for it, but I'm just saying that's what the standard's going to be.
I don't know if I agree.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't see you doing 5 days worth of working for.
Are you atting me?
Maybe.
No, but to be honest, like respectfully, a lot of the time I do 5 days worth of working for that Friday.
Yeah, I try and keep my Fridays free. Same. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Sometimes I block them out.
Yeah.
Just so I can like catch up, and I like that's more like an admin day.
Yeah.
When I can't bother to really think and stuff like that. When people put meetings in, I get really annoyed.
But would you feel like, you know what, I need to work extra hours Monday to Wednesday?
But that will happen. That is for sure going to happen, because like what they're trying to do is a big change, and so that kind of change can't happen overnight. So people will still expect the same level of productivity, and they wouldn't. I just feel like a lot of companies and a lot of people, they wouldn't move things and reorganize things the way they should to make that work.
Yeah.
And some of the more bad vibes people, they'll just be complaining about it. A lot. So I feel like it has to happen over time to make it like normalized. Do you get what I mean? And I just don't feel like the productivity would be up on mass. Like I can't see it happening, but I still want us to try.
Yeah, I mean, you can always revert back, right? If it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I don't think they could.
I said God forbid.
I don't see our government like ratifying that at all. Like I just can't see it happening. I think what will happen is that some companies will take it upon themselves to do it, and
I think it should be that way.
Yeah, and we need the big companies to, you know, the ones that like to shame other people, the Googles and the Metas and stuff. Yeah. We need those companies to take it up. Yeah. Then they, you know, other companies when they're like, they actually feel shame when these kind of companies like
it's true.
They do
and when
stuff.
they just start losing people. It's even another example is just working from home. You're gonna lose loads of people if you're saying come to work 5 days a week. Like it just is what it is, because it's not the norm anymore.
Yeah, I saw a job description on LinkedIn actually, and in the like tagline it said in the office 5 days a week.
See, they have to let you know because they know people won't. Like,
no.
But I saw something because of this cost of living crisis that basically it's going to become cheaper for a lot of people to
go into the office.
I did see that too.
And like literally shower in the gym. They said a 10-minute shower a 10-minute shower will cost £2.50 next month or something. So people, it's going to be encouraging people to shower in the gym and work in the office.
The offices are still cold.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. I mean, I also feel like the demographic they're talking about that are going to shower in the gym and go into the office all the time, they're not necessarily our kind of demographics. You get what I mean? You know, that's the same demographic that will decide to save money by not showering. It's
true. Or don't wash their legs.
I've seen a few. You put some TikToks in about that.
Oh God, there's some. Do you know what? Yeah. I feel like female podcasters, we need to just be careful because that we don't start becoming like male podcasters where we just start saying nonsense and hoping that it will fly. There was these women, and there's 2 videos of theirs that I just couldn't believe. There was 3 videos. There was one video where they were talking about they don't wash their hands when they go to the toilet, and actually, why do you need to wash your hands?
Disgusting.
And there was another video when they were saying Beyonce's overrated. And
was that the same people?
Same people that don't wash their hands, so you know their opinion is nonsense. And there was one video when there was another set of people were saying that they didn't wash their kids for the first 5 months of their life.
That's wild. 5 months.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Did you wash your son in the first 5 months?
100%. You know how it goes in an African house.
Nigerian,
literally. They came to with the palm oil, everything. Like within the first couple of days.
It's a ceremony, that first bath from the grandparent.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
My son even had 2 because my partner is Ghanaian and his mum did it.
Yeah.
Then my mum, who's from Sierra Leone, was like, I have to do my own too.
There you go.
She came auntie ganged up.
That's it, yeah.
It was the aunties at the door and did it again. I was like, oh my gosh, it was very stressful.
Did you watch?
It's a thing though.
So the first time, it was too stressful, so I decided to leave. The second time, no one told me what was going on. I was sleeping. And then I just heard my son scream. Crying. I was like, and then my auntie was like, I told you she'll wake up when she heard the screaming.
Oh. So my brother, his wife is white, and my mum did that bath. And if you imagine, like, especially if it's not your culture, watching that,
it's extremely stressful.
Like she was gonna cry.
Yeah, was stressful.
Like, and then when my mum, she was like, "Is it baby okay? Maybe we should go to A&E." I was like,
"Not A&E,
not A&E."
Yeah. So the other thing I saw was, I don't know if you guys have been following like the Finnish Prime Minister, as in the Prime Minister from Finland. So I think she's not anymore, but she was at the time she became Prime Minister, like the youngest person to take office as like a Prime Minister. I think she was 34. I think she's 36 now. And there's 2 things. Like a couple of weeks ago, a video of her out with her friends, basically, I want to say got leaked, but she was just dancing and having a good time. Like, you know, like how you do snaps with your friends or like things that go on your story. It was that kind of thing. And when I tell you she was going for it, like she was having a good time. But she's a young woman. She's a young person, and that's what young people do. So then the opposition party, so let's just call them the Tories. They were basically like, oh, it was irresponsible. She shouldn't have been doing that. They said she was on duty. So in theory, if she was called to work, would she have been in a good state to do so? And they said that she must have been under the influence of drugs. So they made her take a drug test, and she took the drug test. She said she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't apologize, and I love that.
That.
She didn't take, and then she took the drug test just to clear her name, and obviously there was nothing in her system.
Yeah.
Obviously they tried to say that it's because the stuff has left her system in the
come on.
So I just thought that was interesting, the way we've discussed like being a female leader, and how like if she was a man, look at the stuff that, obviously it's different country, but look at the stuff that Boris Johnson has been doing. If it was a man, an old man hanging around drinking wine or scotch with his friends, would they have said the same thing?
No, of course not.
No.
Of course not. And it's the fact that, was it a club? Or was it like a party?
I think it's like a bar or a party or something like that.
Yeah, and it was because it's not like you know how Boris Johnson had parties, because it's not in that same sort of format. It just comes across as more like not responsible, basically.
But you
it's
think, because she's not hiding it. Like,
No.
she's out with her friends, so she wasn't trying to hide it, unlike some of these other politicians.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, she did say that maybe like the video, she never intended for the video to come out. It was somebody else who put it on their story, basically, innit? But it's not like she never did anything. She said that she was partying boisterously.
Yeah,
enjoy your time,
and
girl.
I'm glad she didn't apologize, because if she did, then everyone would have got what they wanted. And it's like, no, stand your ground, because you haven't done anything wrong.
And when people do stuff wrong, like
they don't. Did Boris Johnson apologize?
No,
till this day.
No.
He's probably having a great time now as well.
Yeah, I think it's good as well, because I think younger people who maybe for whatever reason want to get into politics, it's good for them to see that, okay,
we need them.
Yeah,
we
like
them.
you can be normal, air quote, and still be Prime Minister of your country. I think it's pretty normal for a 34-year-old to go out with her friends.
Yeah.
Have
100%.
a good time and then wake up. Like, we all do
and
it.
go to work.
Yeah,
the next day.
exactly.
She said she never had any meetings. She never had anything. Like, it's really not the end of the world
At all.
And you were saying she was in the news as well because what did she?
She's the first Prime Minister to make sure, I think it's men and women are entitled to the same amount of not maternity, paternity leave.
Parental leave,
yeah, parental leave, the same amount. I can't remember how many days it was.
I want to say it was quite a lot. Like, it was like 160 or something.
Yeah, it was like 160 from what I remember.
I think it was like shared parental leave, and I think you can give someone, take some as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was really good.
That's good. I like that. The UK would never.
160 days.
160, yeah. That's
Amazing.
so good. How many,
Yeah.
what is that? How many?
Isn't that like half
5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months is like 180, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about 5 months.
Yeah.
That's really
Which
good.
is really good. And if you don't take it, then I guess the woman can have 10 months or whatever. But yeah, I think that's really good. They're really leading the way.
Yeah.
They are.
And she did that just a couple of weeks after that they were just dragging her for no reason.
I love that.
Yeah.
We need some of that
Maybe
over
one
here.
of us should, run for some sort of office.
No.
Who?
Not me.
But I do think more young people should go into politics.
On the right side of the fence. Like, just pick, like, let's not move like we don't have sense. Use wisdom.
But I do think they do need to be in there because, anyway, I'm going to hold my thoughts.
For enough time. But I think that's time, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are at time. Please don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe. I feel like the views on YouTube are going up,
They're always going up. Always. We love that for us.
Yeah, we do. So thank you. But yeah, and also we do have a few, we're not ignoring the people in the Instagram inbox. It's just been really busy lately, but we will respond to you because I think we do have a few like dilemmas in there. So yeah, we'll reach out.
That's a wrap, guys.
Bye.